New Mexico CannaCast. Everything New Mexico, everything cannabis.
Welcome, everybody. We're kicking it here in New Mexico CannaCast. We're smoking with Connecticut. I'm Josh. I'm one of your hosts of the CannaCast, and you know our IT guy, right?
What's up, everybody? It's Chad over here. Just another guy on the CannaCast, one of your hosts. As Josh said, we are smoking with Connecticut today. I'll introduce my buddy here. This is a longtime friend of mine. We're in the Army together, more like a brother. But he lives in Connecticut now, and he's from Maryland originally. So I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, I'm Xavier. I'm not from Connecticut. I live in Connecticut. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. But I am a medical patient in the state of Connecticut. So that's where I have most of my knowledge at.
Cool. So he's actually joining us today to kind of give us a view of how it is to be in another state that's coming online with recreational sales and everything. I kind of misspoke in my original post on Instagram. So they're not going online till next year, but we'll get more into that. And we're just going to jump into the show, and we'll just talk to Xavier and ask him a few questions about how it is to be a reciprocal patient here in New Mexico from another state. It's so hard to say that word sometimes. So how has it been, like being a patient, especially from the East Coast, coming to like New Mexico?
Just coming here, being able to have a medical license from a different place and be able to walk into a dispensary and hope to get served something is nice. The first dispensary we went to, there's a little issue. They weren't able to do what we needed to get done. And then we went over to Everest, where they took care of us and they got me my card that I needed to get, and they gave me everything that I needed to get. And it was amazing. That process was pretty smooth and it was pretty simple. And if it could be like that at every dispensary, then I think the program would be winning.
Who was the bud tender?
Andrew.
Yeah,
Andrew. Way to go, buddy.
Bravo,
we appreciate it. Way to go, man.
Bravo.
Just want to let you know, Andrew at Everest in Las Cruces location. So yeah, definitely, guys, check it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, good. Congratulations to you guys. And to be honest, we did try some of the weed, and bravo to you guys. Good job.
The cannabis.
Yeah, the cannabis.
Really good,
yeah, the cannabis is actually
good.
pretty good. So, but that's cool. So, like, is there any anything else that really stood out that you could really think of?
Compared to what the dispensaries look like in Connecticut, they're really more medical. It's like a medical facility. So you come in, everyone's wearing scrubs, and they're behind a glass, and it's kind of impersonal. But here, it's definitely a little bit more personal. You get to talk to your bud tenders. You actually get to look at the things that you want to see and maybe catch a little whiff of it if you can.
Right.
well, nowadays it's odd too.
Yeah, it's weird
going on,
the
right?
mask and all that.
Right.
Stuff,
Everything that's going on, so that makes it definitely different. So would you say it's like more like a pharmacy situation?
Yeah.
With the glass, what I mean, how they're
it's
on the other
like a
side.
pharmacy.
You know what I mean?
It's I pre-order it and I go to just go pick it up.
Pre-order even most of the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. It's all pre-order right now because of COVID.
Okay, cool.
That
Nice to
makes
know.
sense. Well, on that question, how is like the medical cannabis market in the state? Like, is it big? Is it small?
So there's about 18 dispensaries throughout the state of Connecticut. There's 4 major producers that supply those dispensaries.
Oh shit.
So
Crazy.
those 4 guys are killing the game right now.
Yeah.
They're
but
the only game. Huh?
They are the only game, but their product is pretty good though. You can get stuff from like low 15s for THC all the way up to like 32, 33 I've seen.
Now, let's not just say the THC, because we just had some stuff that was 17 that was killed.
That's true.
Pretty kill.
Their terpenes, some of their terpenes can hit pretty high. I've seen
Nice.
pretty high, like 2.5, 2.7. And then their grams are about like $10 a gram, no matter how high you go. So it's pretty good.
Oh, so
You can get an eighth for like $25.
is it a lower grade cannabis?
It's
or maybe the lower
sometimes
parts of the
it's like a
plant?
lower part of the plant. So if you want like the 32 with like the 2.5 terpenes, that's about like $41. I think I paid
Still not bad.
it was for 8. 41
Okay.
bucks for me.
No.
It's still not. It's still really not
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah. I mean, in most markets, rec side, it's like $50 for an 8, $60
But
for an
even the medical market, sometimes it can be high.
Yeah.
So no, that's great. I know you're a veteran. Do they do a veteran discount? or
Yeah, they
anything?
do 15%. They do a
Okay.
15%
Okay.
discount.
Okay. That just
Yeah.
gives us better idea. Awesome.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I mean that sounds, like decent. I mean, because how many people are in Connecticut population wise, do you think?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Probably like 2 million.
2 million. So about the same as New Mexico.
But very a lot smaller land.
Really
Yeah,
condensed, though. Yeah,
really,
really
condensed
condensed.
into one. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, so we did mention before the show or during the beginning of the show when we were doing the intro that you guys don't go fully rec until July. Can you kind of explain that? The process they're going through.
So right now, adult use is legal. So you can consume cannabis, but you cannot buy it from the dispensaries there yet. They're hoping to have retail set up by the end of 2022. That's still up in the air. A lot of the towns are going through zoning and trying to figure out. They're going through the lottery process right now, which opened up in February.
Okay.
So everyone's putting in their bids right now, trying to see who's going to be able to be the retailers or their micro cultivators or their cultivators, or who's going to be the hybrid retailers, or if these dispensaries are going to pay the cash to transfer over from just medical and then get into the rec game as well, which would consider hybrid.
Let's talk about that because off camera we were talking about that earlier. The pay to play part of Connecticut.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm from New Mexico.
So, yeah.
I kind of understand how that works.
So Connecticut is all about money. When people look at Connecticut, they think of money. They think of big mansions and things of that sort. But it's a good mix of poverty and rich. It's really, you can see that wealth gap clearly.
Yeah.
But $3 million, you can skip the whole lottery process and you can be one of the first retail.
They're not hiding the
up.
shadiness.
They're not hiding it.
It's just an opportunity, fellas.
Yeah, it is. So
they
what
just
is
want
this
to make sure you have
opportunity?
money to back it up, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
But even for the dispensaries that are medical right now, the 18 that are open, if they wanted to transfer over to the retail side and become a hybrid dispensary shop, then we're talking about they have to pay $3 million cash fee to just transfer over.
Okay.
So
what's the fee if you win the lottery and you want to be like a micro?
So micro, the fee is $250 to get into the lottery, and then $1,000 for the license for micro. Micro is between 2 to 10,000 square feet. So it has to be underneath 10,000, but it cannot be any less than 2,000.
Do you know if that's canopy size or is that square footage?
That's square footage of the whole facility.
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, no,
Excuse me.
the building. Well, it makes sense. I mean, there's a certain amount of investment that's
Yeah.
going to go in that.
Yeah.
So or even, you know what I mean?
So, but the
greenhouse
micro itself is the cheapest thing that you can get done.
No, yeah, definitely.
And even with the social equity program, which kind of, there's a lottery process for that as well, but they just take half price for everything.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, make whatever they can cost effective for the social
Yeah.
equity side.
But if you want to
That's a
start a
good try.
cultivation site, which I believe is over 15,000 square feet, it's a $75,000 license fee.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
New Mexico's used to something like that. It was
Yeah.
180,000
So
beforehand for
Yeah.
just the plants that we had. So they're
And we
used
go
to it.
pure plant count here. That's why I was
Okay.
like, oh, okay, with the canopy, with the facility.
yeah, it's just the
square feet.
facility
Yeah.
square footage that they want.
Okay,
Interesting.
makes sense.
In
Though.
some
I mean,
cities, like here in Cruces, they actually have capped up how many square footage you can have of canopy in the city
Mm.
itself.
Okay.
So you have to like keep that in mind. So you do have municipality rules and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
I mean, they're giving out 14 different types of licenses, so
Okay.
they're really opening up to be very broad. So if you just want to get in the game to do transportation or delivery, or you want to set up, a food beverage shop or something like that, or they call it product manufacturer, which is the extracts and all that stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
Yeah.
it's pretty open for a lot of people to apply. So the lottery opened up February 3rd, and they're picking whoever they pick out of this lottery, and then on the second half of 2022 they're going to open up another lottery for more people to be able to get in.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, at least they open it up, do a lottery or whatnot. So that's good. At least they're trying to progressing. They're going the right direction. You know what I mean? Recreation, more another place online.
Well, with that being said, do you think there'll be like a shortage once adult sales kick on and go online? Because you guys do border a lot
Yeah.
of large populated areas.
We
too.
do. So we have New York, who's legalized now. Massachusetts has been legalized for a while. And we kind of mirrored what Mass was doing. So I think Connecticut wanted to see how well they were going to do, the bordering states were going to do before they even thought about bringing it in as a revenue source for the state.
Yeah.
And they saw that they were killing the game.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
So they might be a little behind too, though.
They are a little behind, but Connecticut is what they call a throughway state. So you have to go through Connecticut to get to the upper Northeast.
Got it. Okay.
So,
kind of like us in Colorado.
Yeah.
Almost.
So you got a lot of transportation happening between Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, down to New Jersey. So it's pretty.
It's
pretty
like a little
open.
hub.
Yeah, it's a little hub.
Okay.
That whole Northeast is blowing up right now.
Yeah.
And then you have DC doing their thing down there because, they just decriminalized it and they said it's free game. You do whatever you want to do down there. It's the Wild Wild West.
DC is a whole new animal.
That's completely
That's a
different.
whole. Yeah, it's a whole.
That's a whole show on its own. Maybe two.
Man.
Yeah. So you don't really think that there's going to be like a shortage of like new medicine? So
I don't think so.
with the patients, that being said, how are they going to ensure that the patients are going to have the medicine
So,
that they need?
The cannabis, the medical patients for cannabis in Connecticut, there's not a lot. There's about under, I think, 200,000. So
It's more than we have.
but you
gotta
gotta
count
think
the
of the
population.
population of Connecticut as well.
And the density.
Yeah, the density
Well,
of
yeah.
it. So 200,000 for them isn't really a lot. So them going for the state to transition into recreational, they're looking at doubling or tripling those numbers.
Okay.
But they're still able, those four major producers are still able to carry that weight.
No, that's amazing, because here in New Mexico we have about 2.2 million people. We have 30 something producers, and they're 34 producers,
34.
and they're having a hard time with 120,000 patients
Wow.
right now, and they're struggling.
Well,
Yeah.
they had restricted plant counts and stuff. Too,
Yeah,
so
so that didn't help.
They're trying to catch up and
Okay.
whatnot.
Yeah.
And right now, I think I counted
They're doing
just
better.
the other day we had 74 new licenses.
Oh, really?
So I think
wow.
all together, everything together, counted as a whole. So we're in the 100 now, and a lot of micro producers and a lot of producers and
That's good to
retail.
see.
Yes.
I hope these guys get up and going, and they're have plants in the ground, and they harvest sometime soon, because we need it.
In the ground. Yes, we do. Yes,
yeah,
we do.
we need it.
44 days, correct? Is
Yeah,
what
about 44 days left until adult sales.
here in New Mexico.
Yeah, here in New Mexico.
Yeah.
We're
Connecticut's
smoking.
different.
Connecticut's in New Mexico.
We got end of the year, hopefully.
Hoping for a good Christmas.
Hopefully, yeah.
Nice. So, what are some differences that you've noticed right away with the quality of the flower between Connecticut and New Mexico? So far.
Yeah. So like I said, Connecticut is really like you walk in, it's a pharmacy. So the names are weird. They don't have the mainstream names, the gelatos and the cookies and the strawberry coughs and all that stuff. There's none of that in Connecticut. They have really weird medical names.
No ice cream man.
No ice cream man.
We
Yeah.
had some good ice cream man earlier.
But
didn't
how Connecticut, the websites, how they break it down is you'll see, the amount of THC within it. You can see every single terpene that it has into it down to a certain percentage. It'll be 0.05, 0.02, and they'll give you a good explanation of what it is.
Oh.
So you kind of got a good picture of what you're gonna go get.
Yeah.
And then the prices aren't bad. So if you do want to, just shop around and try to find something that, you're going to like, you have that option.
Yeah.
Their second cut and stuff like that is really cheap. It's like $20 an eighth.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
That's pretty.
Well, at least it's price efficient for the patients.
For the patients, yeah.
Yes, it is.
I mean, Connecticut taxes for everything else. So at least they can help us out with that.
No, that's what
That's the least they can do, right?
That's awesome.
So, when you got here, what did you really notice? Is it better? Is there anything?
So, I like that they have the mainstream names here, I like that I can look at it and be like, okay, that was mixed with this and this. So I can go find this specific strain and, either grow it myself or, try to find someone that's producing it. So I like that aspect. And I just like the bud tenders that you can actually speak with them. You can have that conversation with them. They have the knowledge to be able to give you the background, or say, hey, this is one of my favorite strains. I personally tried this out.
Yeah.
Those pharmacists there in Connecticut, they are not allowed to like consume. They're actually licensed pharmacists.
Oh boy.
Really?
You have
Oh,
to be a
boy.
licensed
Oh,
pharmacist
no, that's
to be there. So they don't have bud tenders, but they have doctors and what they call pharmacists or bud specialists or whatever they call them
Right.
that will come out and help you with a consumption plan or something like that.
Okay. Well, so they keep it very medical.
Yeah,
very
really medical.
Okay, makes sense. So we went to 2 dispensaries earlier. We went by 2 of them, and one of them we're investigating exactly what happened. That's how we're gonna leave that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
let you guys
gonna
know.
see what's going on, and I think it's probably a training issue or something.
Yeah. I think a little bit of retraining.
And the other one we went to, they did a wonderful job.
They had the system
over and beyond.
The system was down. And on their website and everything, they broke it down for you. They told you exactly what you needed, and you went in and they followed up with that, and service was awesome.
So wonderful. So New Mexico treated you pretty right. I know it was like a rocky start, but that's New Mexico.
Now that I have my my card for New Mexico, I'm gonna bounce around from different dispensaries and see what's going on.
So as a learning for everybody watching or listening and everything, training, right? Let's make sure everybody's trained up, right? Because one of the dispensaries did miss a sale. So and missed out, and we got cannabis from there, or Chad did too. And and we tried it out. It was really good cannabis, right?
It really was.
Yeah,
It was.
So
unfortunate.
Yeah. So no, there's the training, you know what I mean? If we can learn anything and keeping, New Mexico community cannabis and stuff, let's keep it all, as best as we can to keep learning from every mistake we make as a whole, right? Because we're all going to screw up. We screw up all the time. So let's just work with each other.
And I gotta say, props to the growers and everything, and the people who finished the cannabis, even because the terpenes were amazing on most of the cannabis that we tried. And I am shocked, and Josh too, both of us just, wow, that's bravo.
Way to
props.
go!
So New Mexico, we're already improving. That's great to see. So it's something that now someone from out of state can even appreciate. Coming from a market where they have decent cannabis as well, coming from them. So so you said you like the variety comparison and everything, right? Yeah. So but all right, guys. Well, that's all I have, and everything. Do you guys have anything else left, or maybe you could think of questions for the out-of-state guests that we have for tonight?
No, really, so far we kind of answered it all. We talked a little bit, sessioned up a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool just to see that, he showed some of the names in Connecticut, like T, whatever T.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we Terminator? What?
Yeah.
So that was
T38.
Oh my God,
I think the most basic name they have is like Black Tea or something like that.
No ATF, none of that, cat piss, none of that stuff.
No mainstream stuff. All that stuff's still black market.
So we have multiple varieties we've tried so far. Some of them have been really good. That's what the ice cream man. That variety so far has been really nice. So it's good. It's very interesting to watch New Mexico progress. Sorry about my hat. It has green in it. I came down here. I forgot my other hat in Ruidoso. Obviously, I'm in Las Cruces again. That Las Cruces behind us or whatnot. So exciting things. Signed papers today with the company. We're gonna start getting things. Already things are moving. So all good things, right? So excited about that, to be in this area. It's great. So I'm glad everybody's watching, and I'm glad we can help with anything and everything. We're gonna have we had another guest on, so it's wonderful and out of state, and see how it was in the comparison and stuff. It's just been fantastic. So that's about all we got, right?
Yeah. Oh, I do want to say one thing. We released our Discord server for the NMCannaCast. Go ahead and make sure you join the server, join the conversation. I'm going to be putting events on there, a little bit more updates. So if you guys really want to interact more, maybe I'll go on there and ask what you guys want to see on the maybe next episode or something, or maybe some guests. So I'll put the Discord server link in the information bio thing in the bottom. So whenever you guys want, or you can, or whatever, go ahead and do that. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever. And Josh, go ahead and get us out of here.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching the New Mexico CannaCast. Everything New Mexico, everything cannabis. We love you. And mad love to everybody. And we got 44 days. Woo!